Good morning. Good morning to you, or in some parts of the world, good afternoon. Welcome to this late night edition. This is KG After Dark. Let's talk Houston Rockets. It took a little bit longer. The game ended later than I had planned or had hoped. The Golden State Warriors in a play-in matchup between the Warriors and the Grizzlies. Warriors won the game 121-116. It wasn't a rout. It did not end up being a rout. Warriors were by as much as 20. Grizz made a comeback, made it a game, made it competitive. So with the Warriors win, they are the 7th seed, and they will face the Houston Rockets Sunday night. Tip time schedule has been announced for the first 4 games. Here it is. That's another reason why I was waiting for it to start the show, waiting for the league to announce the schedule for, I think, most of the matchups, but the one that you care about is the Rockets and the Warriors. Game 1, Sunday in H-Town, 8:30 Central Time, TNT. Game 2, Wednesday, 23rd, also 8:30 on TNT. Saturday, April 26th, Game 3, Rockets on the road against the Warriors, 7:30 on ABC. Monday, April 28th, Game 4, 9 o'clock on TNT. Games 5, 6, and 7. I didn't even bother messing with the schedule on those because they're to be determined. But the first 4 games, 8:30, 8:30, 7:30, 9 o'clock, TNT, TNT, ABC, TNT. So there you go. There you have it on that. It's going to be a brief show. I just wanted to get that out there. We can discuss it, chop it up a little bit. Space Age, how are you doing? This late night edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. And it's a little bit different because it's not a post game. It's just really to start the ball rolling for Rockets and the Warriors. Your thoughts on it? Space Age, since you are here, you have a prediction you want to make right now. We'll get more predictions later on. We'll have 1 or 2 more shows before game 1 on Sunday night. But I wanted to, because there was some, I got to give Memphis credit. I had 2 thumbnails ready. One with the Grizz logo, one with the Warriors logo, because Memphis, they kept hanging around, kept it close. But Mr. Wardell Curry did what he does, and he came through with some clutch baskets, and that was that. So, but Rockets, Warriors, it's the matchup that many Rocket fans did not want, were afraid that it would happen. It's going to happen. Game 1, Sunday night in H-Town, 8:30 tip. Going to be a late night on Sunday for you guys, late night for the media, all that fun stuff as well. But honestly, I'm not a fan. So, I'm being objective when I say this. What I saw tonight from the Warriors, Rockets can beat the Warriors. I'm like Space Age. Rockets can beat the Warriors. There's no need to fear the Warriors. They're on their last legs. They're making one last push, one final run at this title, and all that kind of stuff. They don't have it. Steph and Jimmy Butler had to go all out, do all this kind of stuff, and score combined with 75 points. And they still had to hold on to beat Memphis. Zach Edey with as many rebounds as he has, young man got to get better hands. He got to get better hands and keep the ball above his head. Stop bringing the ball too low, down low to his waist, letting these shorter dudes get the ball from him. Come on, man. You 7'4", use that height, use that advantage. And get mean. You got to throw some bows around. Let these dudes know the ball is mine. You can't have it. Too many times they were just taking the ball from him. Come on, young fella. You got to be tougher than that. That made me shake my head, but Steph being Steph, he came through down the stretch. One of those final moments, it looked like he lost the ball out of bounds himself on the sideline, and that Nora Pippen touched it. The ref didn't call it that way, but it sure looked like Steph just lost the ball. But yeah, Jimmy Butler scored 38, Steph scored 37. They needed almost all of those points to be Memphis 121, 116. Memphis defense is not as good as Rockets defense. Rockets are inexperienced. They're going to have to grow, learn from it, learn to deal with Draymond and his nonsense, and Jimmy Butler and officiating. He gets a lot of calls his way and all that kind of stuff. But if I'm a Rocket fan, yeah. Bobby, how are you doing? And good morning to you. Bobby says Rockets in 6. And the fans who are not able to stay up this late, I understand that, and I'm not mad at you at all. Okay, no worries whatsoever. You can watch it on demand. But the ones who were concerned or are concerned about this matchup or are afraid of the matchup, I mean, I can't tell you how to feel, but Rockets play their best game and are physical and don't make Thrillo, you know how I feel about this. You as well aren't careless with the basketball. They take care of it. They can beat the Warriors. This ain't the great Warrior teams. This team is three aging veterans trying to one last hurrah. Rockets youngsters should have a great chance, I think, to get rid of these old dudes. Send these old dudes on their way. Just send them on their way. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye. June, thank you as well. Chiming in. Warriors easy to defend. Prepare for 2 players. Only, Memphis. Great points here about Dylan, Jabari, Tari. Different guys to throw at Steph. Different guys to throw at Jimmy Butler. June's going a little bit, going a little bit furthermore definite. Rockets in 5. Hey, back in the day, Warriors beat the Rockets because of Clay. Clay stepped up. I mean, I'm not a Rockets fan. Y'all know that. Thrill, you know that. Space Age, you know that. Bobby, you know that. You watched me on the Houston Roundball review. I cover the Rockets, so I'm being objective. Rockets can beat the Warriors. They have the athleticism. They can run at them. They have the guys who get after them on defense. They have the guys who can make them pay for their mistakes in transition. Warriors going to try all the veteran tricks, the old man moves, the old man moves you see in the park and the playground, grabbing and holding and try to get you under your, get under your skin and get you off your game, all that kind of stuff. Rockets got to play through that, overcome that. They can't be crying to the officials in the first quarter, begging for calls, all that kind of stuff. Rockets need to take it to the Warriors, show the Warriors in that first quarter, every game, that first quarter, we're not going to be pushed around. We're going to be the aggressors. And to do that, they got a great chance. Thriller with Draymond didn't have an active podcast when they were winning chips. These Warriors are not the same. That's fair. And this is a concern. Thank you, Space Age, for this. Super chat, appreciate it. Only thing that worries him is the Rockets free throw shooting, and it is contagious. Al P can have struggles at the line, and then it spreads to Jalen. And then it spreads. Sometimes Fred, Jabari, Dylan. That is a concern. Solo chiming in. Rockets in 6. Everybody so far picking the Rockets win this series. I'm going to pick them too. You have until Saturday, because we'll do a show probably 1 too much time up to Saturday. If you're going to change your mind, that's okay. But I'm picking Rockets to win this series. I picked them months ago. Y'all laughed at me when I said, in terms of matchups, who I was afraid of from Rocket perspective. I said I was not afraid of the Warriors. That hasn't changed. I'm not afraid of the Warriors, and the Rockets shouldn't be either. As Solo said, right here, time to slay the dragon. And national media, majority of them are going to pick Golden State to win the series. So let them do that. Part of that might be wishful thinking on their part. Want to see Steph get one more ring and all that kind of stuff, or whatever. But I know the experience that Golden State has is really what they have. That's the big edge that they have over the young Rockets, is the playoff experience. I'm curious to see how the Rockets respond if the Rockets go to a game 3 in the Bay with the series tied 1-1. How they respond to some minor adversity if they lose one of the first 2 games at home. Yeah, whatever. June, this great stat. Do you know Memphis only beat one team, and that was Detroit, that has a winning percentage over the last 20 games? That was Detroit, and I would think that was Detroit with not a healthy roster. I think Cade might have played, but I don't think Tobias played in that game. So, Solo, Jimmy took 18 free throws and he missed 6 of them. Thrillo, only concern with the Rockets is not leaning into their grit and grind and trying to outshoot the Warriors. Yeah, be who you are. Be the Rockets. Physical, match the Warriors' physicality. Stand up to the bully. Draymond is a hell of a defensive player, but he is not what he once was. He's more talk now. He wants to get under your skin, Alpi Shingun. Let's face him up. You don't even have to talk to him. Let your buckets in his face do your talking for you. Agree. This is clear, no doubt. Rockets cannot get down. They cannot lose the first 2 games at home in this series. Cannot do it. Can't do it. Well officiated series. Hope it's fair, called evenly. Agreed. Let me do this one more time. I corrected it here as quick as I could. I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Again, Rockets hosting the Warriors game 1, Sunday the 20th, 8:30 game on TNT. Wednesday, April 23rd, 8:30 on TNT. Game 3, Saturday, April 26th in Oakland on ABC, 7:30. Monday in the Bay, game 4 on TNT, 9 o'clock. Then, if necessary, games 5, 6, and 7, times and networks to be determined. Game 5, April 30th. Game 6, May 2nd. And game 7, Sunday, May 4th. But yes, Rocket fans, you guys are up right now, so it shouldn't be a problem for y'all staying up for those 8:30 starts for games 1 and 2. Yeah, missed those days in the playoffs. Warriors and Rockets played the playoffs. Rockets got the late game for the Midwest team or the West Conference team. Sometimes had those 8:30 home games. We will not leave Toyota Center until 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's back at it. Time for that again. But so far, thank you for everybody watching right now. I see the numbers growing as you're getting word that there is a Let's Talk Houston Rockets show going on right now. Minutes after the Rockets learned who they will be facing in the first round, it will be the Golden State Warriors. Warriors beat Memphis in the battle of the 7-8 play-in. Final score 121-116. All right, June says here, don't play too big if Curry is in the court, but when he's on the bench, Ime should play them. Strategy right there. and this is a concern, and the Rockets. I I don't believe in conspiracy theories regarding NBA officiating, but I know what I've seen over my 30 plus years of watching basketball and NBA basketball. Refs have their favorites, league has their favorite matchup that they want to see, and that's one of the things that I loved about being a Bad Boys fan back in the day. They were hated. They won games in spite of the refs. Rockets have to do that this series. Fine. Overcome the officiating. Overcome the calls that Steph's going to get. Overcome some of the calls that Draymond's going to get. Same thing with Jimmy Butler. All that kind of stuff. Have it in your mind that it's 5 against 8. Don't fall for all that trash. The trash talk, the questionable calls. Let Ime worry about all that kind of stuff. Alpy, Fred, Jalen, Jabari, Dylan. Let the staff, let the coaches gripe and bitch and complain about the officiating. Let Ime after game 1 or hell before game 1 start planting those seeds like Big Chief Triangle used to do. Phil Jackson. Boy, they let the Rockets get away with too much stuff. The game was too physical. If the refs would just call it like the way it should be in the rule book, y'all know how Phil used to do all that kind of stuff. And then the following game, 45 fouls called against the opponent. It's all part of it too. Just not checkers. Looking forward to this matchup. Dylan versus Draymond will be fun. Never forget 2018, Game 7, those moving screens and missed calls. Like I said, 5 against 8. Got to overcome it. Got to expect it. Look for it. Rise above it. That way, when you win the series, it's even sweeter. Because then as a fan, you can look back and say, the refs try to take it from us, and the Rockets still won the series. Have that mentality. Agreed. The Rockets do have the personnel to deal with the Warriors. Again, Steph scored 37. Jimmy scored 38. 75 of the 121. And Memphis still almost had a chance to win the game. Quentin Post, give him credit. Big man off the bench for Golden State was 3 for 4 from 3. Now, who would have thought Quentin Post would make 3 threes and Buddy Hield would be 0 for 3 from 3? Who would have thought that? Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry combined to shoot 31 free throws. 31 of the team's 34 free throws. Butler 12 for 18, Steph 13 for 13. Draymond had 10 assists. GRX, how you doing? I'm gonna say this right now. Make your prediction, GRX. Everybody else so far has picked Rockets to win the series in 5, 6, or 7. That's what I've gotten so far. First was 7, and then 6, and then 5. Draymond Green is a smart passer. He's a willing passer. Don't let that man pass the ball and get assists. Make him dribble. Make him put it on the floor. Make him have to think about passing. Don't give him open lanes, easy passing lanes. You know stuff's going to move and cut out the ball, and Jimmy too. But if you're up on Draymond, I know Draymond is not a great outside shooter. He's not a great ball handler. So if you're in his grill, you take away you diminish his line of sight, his line of vision. Draymond Green should not have 10 assists in a playoff game. He's not a threat. If he goes in the low post, okay, go ahead, post up. Go one-on-one. Fine. Draymond Green getting 10 assists. Why? What is the game plan there? Ime and the staff will have something for should have something to combat that. GRX says Rockets in 6. Ime and Fred, according to Solo, have to cook in this series. Fred has to be important. If veteran leadership, shoot the ball well, limit turnovers. Turnovers are going to be key for both ways, because the Warriors do have a tendency sometimes to toss the ball all over the court too. And if they do that against the Rockets should make them pay. Should. And of course, the Rockets need to take care of the ball. Attack the zone defense that Warriors may toss out there. Barry, how are you doing? We touched on it a few minutes ago. Watch out for the rest. Just go on with the mindset if it's going to be 5 against 8. Go with that mindset. And don't let it bother you if calls don't go your way. You just got to keep playing. Got to rise above it. It's the Warriors' last stand. It's these old dudes' last stand. The veterans, it's their last stand. Understand that and beat them anyway. That's not mentality. That's what the Rockets' mentality should be. And say it behind closed doors in the locker room amongst themselves. It's 5 against 8. It's 5 against 8. It's 5 against 8. Don't say it publicly because people are going to think you're complaining. You know, you're whining. Ime can say stuff like that, hinting at it. Just want a series called fair. Let us play our style, you know. But then, if it goes lopsided after game 1 or game 2, the refs call 45 fouls against us, man. That's ridiculous. Ime's got to do his part too. Plant those seeds in the minds of those refs calling the game. Who is, I said it, I think, previous show. X factor in this series for the Rockets is Jabari Smith. Agreed. It's Jabari Smith. Generational, that's a new name. Thank you very much for chiming in this late night edition. If the Rockets can beat the Warriors, doesn't care if they get swept by the Lakers. And I hate the Lakers. Space Age says, I think Jabari is the X factor. Agreed. That's a new name. Look at some new names here. Ray, was it Roy Williams? Thank you. Oh, Roy Williams. Hey, Roy. Hey. Draymond got heat for having a podcast. It's Draymond. You know, I'm not surprised at this. Warriors are favored. I'm not surprised. That's all right. Rockets fans, Rockets coaches, Rockets players, they can just adopt the mentality. It's Rockets versus everybody. That's fine. Like I said, I'm pretty sure majority of the national media is going to pick the Warriors to win this series. But again, based on what I saw, Warriors, Memphis, Warriors, Clippers on Sunday. The Rockets, they play their game. They can win this series. And that goes counter to what I said sometimes, that I don't think the Rockets will get past the first round. But I did say they could beat the Warriors. I'm not afraid. I'm the Rockets. I'm not afraid of the Warriors. Steph's going to have to go 35, 40 piece 4 times. At least 4 times. And Ime not going to allow that. He's going to do whatever. He's going to throw all kinds of stuff at Ime. I mean, at Steph, excuse me, at Steph. He's going to face guard, all kinds of junk defenses at him. Now, Steph still gets 40 against that kind of defense. Salute to you. Draymond, no way in hell Draymond should get the Defensive Player of the Year this year. No way in hell. No way in hell. He's campaigning for it because he knows his best days are behind him. He knows it. He knows it. He knows. Oh, if Jabari shows up, it might be a sweep, a gentleman's sweep. Hmm. Solo says Durant and Clay ain't walking through that door. That's the mentality that the Rockets have to be the aggressors, have to be the team that is this 2 seed in the West, has home court. Yes, you don't have that playoff experience from your youngsters, but act like you belong. Play your style of play, be aggressive, take care of the ball. Don't fall for all the Warrior BS that they're going to try to pull because there might come a point in this series. It happened. It happens a lot when the better team shows it. When they rise above, they just forget about the nonsense from the opponent because the opponent, like the Warriors, the bully on the block. When you stand up to that bully, look them eye to eye, and then show them we're better than you. They ain't got nothing left. Let's see if the Rockets can get to that point. Because these Warriors, whatever. Agreed. Rockets can't let the role players have, but that's what Ime is going to do. When he's going to face guard Steph, put 2 guys on Steph, he's going to make the other guys try to beat the Rockets. That's what he's going to try to do. He doesn't want to give Steph easy looks, too many easy looks with all his movement off the ball. It's going to be key for Amen Thompson to adjust to how the refs call the game, how the refs officiate. When Ime says, Amen, you got Steph one-on-one. No help coming your way. Got it, coach. Let's see how he adjusts and adapts to his first playoff series. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the individual matchups. Looking forward to Ime and Steve Kerr going at it. Steve Kerr going to toss out all kinds of positive, words about the Rockets and the young players and the talent they have and the wins of the 52 wins they got this season and all that kind of stuff. Agree right here. Thurlow brings this up. That's why that and one from Alp was good in that last game after Draymond tried to get. Yes. Prior to that, earlier in the first quarter, Alp was complaining to the refs too much. Like at least 2 or 3 times he stopped while the ball was down the court. And I think Ime told him cut that stuff out. Quit crying and get your butt down on defense. First quarter, game 1. Rockets need to set a tone. To Draymond, especially Draymond, because all he got right now, all he got left is the tricks in his mouth. He's not the defensive demon he used to be. He's leaning more to trash talking and try to be physical and cheap shot to you and all that. You step up to him in that first quarter and don't back down. And I don't mind you tell him right to your face. That stuff ain't work, man. What else you got? That's all you got? You turn around and put that on him and then see what he does. You can't stop me. You can't stop us. Y'all ain't winning this series. We're better than y'all, and we're going to show it. First quarter, every game. Set the tone. Set the tone. Rockets set the tone. This for sure. Rocket fans, show up for game 1. Show up and show out. Cougs are done. Season's over. Rockets are in the playoffs. Show up, show out, be loud, wear that red. Support your Rockets. Rockets aren't paying me to promote them. Be nice if they did. but show up and support your Rockets. The Rockets can win this series. And it's more and more, it's time for the Rocket fans to start believing in these Rockets. The inexperienced Rockets, be aggressive, be smart, and play your game. Don't let the Warriors get you out of your game. That's honest. That's honest. 420 generational hater said he's going to be blazed. That's fine. This is it right here. Bobby's saying what I've stated. This has to be the mentality. The Rockets cannot let the refs and Golden State vets get into their heads. Stay true to who you are. Rockets play their game. The Rockets can win this series. Don't let Quinn Post and Guy Santos and lock up Brandon Podziemski. Don't let him go off. Gary Payton's probably going to get a lot of wide open threes in this series. Let's see if he makes them. Moses Moody, same for you. Let's see if he makes them. Ime is going to design plays. Steph, you're not going to beat the Rockets. We're going to design plays to make you shoot over two people. We're going to frustrate you. You might get pissed off and say, why don't you can't guard me one-on-one? Why? Your teammates aren't good enough to beat us with 2-on-1, so why should we change our strategy? Chair, how you doing? Good morning. Good afternoon to you, because what is it? I always forget. 18-hour difference? And that's going to be Amin is going to have to make some shots or penetrate into the paint, make the defense collapse, and kick it out to an open teammate, and hopefully the Rockets make the shots. Because the Warriors they will dare the Rockets to beat them from the outside. I mean, why not? That's smart. That's smart, Who would I put on Butler? I mean, he got options. It'll rotate. Tari, Dillon, it'll rotate. It'll change throughout the series. Yep, Tari. And Tari, stay off social media. Don't give the Warriors any bulletin board material. Okay, stay off social media. Forget all that. Hope you learned your lesson before. But Amin, Bari, Tari, the Rockets, youngsters, get their first taste of the playoffs. Hopefully they will shine under these brighter lights and not recoil from them. It's going to be a learning experience for them. Hopefully they will learn quickly and adjust. If they win at 7, they win at 7. Hell, if they go 4-0 at home, they go to the second round. If they get waxed 3 times in Oakland, but go 4-0 at home, they advance. I'm starting Jabari. Excuse me. I'm keeping it the same. Jabari come off the bench. Now he may get 30 minutes of action, 30, 35 minutes based on how he plays, but he is a matchup advantage, an edge for the Rockets in this series. And if his 3 ball is sinking, you said earlier, big plus for the Rockets. He was giving them the business the last game. They had no answer for him. Rebounding will be key. controlling the glass, turnovers, minimizing turnovers. But it all starts with staying locked in, staying focused, not letting Draymond get under your skin. That goes for anybody, Draymond's guard. LP, Dylan, Jabari, Tari, whoever. I think the Warriors are going to make Tari beat them from the outside as well. That's going to be a key. Free throw shooting will be a key. The Rockets are not a perfect team. So they do have some flaws that the Warriors can or will try to exploit in this series. Half-court offense is one. Free throw shooting. Inconsistent three-point shooting. But the Rockets match or exceed the Warriors' physicality because the Warriors, especially Draymond, is going to try to be the baddest man on the court. Match it, stand up to him, and really put it back in his face. This all you got? That's all you got? Now you're gonna resort to cheap shot me in my stomach, in my neck? You know why? Because you can't stop me any other way. Give it right back to him. But first, because many times the refs catch the second person. Do it to him first. Give him a little hip check into the bench or on a block out. You know, Draymond's a hothead. We all know it. You can get under his skin too. Looking forward to this matchup. I am. Looking forward to it. I just don't see it, Space Age. I do not see Cam or Reed getting action. Well, define some. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think Aaron Holiday's going to get some minutes in this series because he can, run around and chase Steph. But if it's not a blowout, I don't see either one of them getting minutes in this series. No. They can learn in practice. Playoff practice is a little bit different too. No. And I really don't want Reed to play in this series. Who's going to guard? His 3-point shooting is not good enough for him to be on the floor against the Warriors. No. No. That'll do it though, everybody. Real quick, one more time. Look at the schedule. Game 1, Sunday night, April 20th, 4:20. 8:30 Central Time, TNT. Game 2 on April 23rd, also 8:30, also on TNT. Saturday, Game 3 on the road in the Bay, 7:30 on ABC. Game 4 on the 28th, 9 o'clock, TNT. Game 5, April 30th, at home if necessary. Game 6 on the road, May 2nd, if necessary. And then Game 7, May 4th, if necessary. We'll be back in H-Town. So far, no one of the viewers chiming in for discussion, no one has picked the Warriors. Terry, give me your prediction. Give us your prediction. Everybody else, we got Rockets in 7, Rockets in 6, or Rockets in 5. Possible gentleman's sweep. And I'm not naive. The Rockets' inexperience, the Rockets' youth, they could. The Warriors' cheap shots, the Warriors' trash talk, the Warriors' bullying could get under the Rockets' skin could get them off their game. And that could be a factor in the Warriors winning the series because the Rockets just can't overcome it or don't overcome it. But I'm saying, see, Terry says Rockets in 5. I'm saying the Rockets play their game. The Rockets stay focused and not worry about the Warriors' nonsense, Draymond. Rockets can win this series. And Rockets should win this series because they have home court. And they got a good head coach. And they got the depth and a good mix of youth and veterans to beat the Warriors. Warriors making one final, a window was closed and shut. The Rockets, I believe, can slam that window shut in this first round matchup. And if any Warriors fans are watching this, I'm not a Rockets fan. All right. I cover the Rockets. I'm being objective. And this sounds silly to say. This is important. Rockets fans need to believe. But the Rockets players have to believe in themselves and in each other and in their staff that they can get it done. And they have to have that mindset. Like I said, they got to be aggressive. Be smart. Be aggressive in that first quarter. Be the aggressors. Be the one to have that first shove, that first physical contact. I'm going to say this. It's playoff basketball. Amir, how are you doing? Steph Curry got that thumb wrapped. Hey, if he's playing, I'm hitting on that thumb all the time. Hitting on it, hold it. Try to run around the court. I'm going to grab on that hand. Hey, he's Steph. He's on the floor. He's good enough to play. I'm hitting that thumb. If I'm Ime and the staff, I tell all my players, each of y'all, get at least one foul beat on Steph's thumb. You can see it's bothered him. There were times in the game against Memphis. He'd go to the sideline during timeouts, kind of holding it by his side, not high five his teammates as he goes to the bench. That thumb still hurts. I'll make it hurt. I'll make it hurt worse. It's not dirty basketball. Hell, he got it taped. We all know it's out there. We all know he's hurt. Oh, man, I'm sorry. He's doing it. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold that hand. Oh, man, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Double teams come at him. You get that ball. Whap. Hey. I mean, hell, this is playoff basketball. The objective is to get 4 wins and advance to the next round. You know? And there is no love lost between either team. There's going to be some junk said between both sides leading up to game 1. Great. The refs may try to call it tight in game 1 early. But I'm saying set the tone early. You know, like, let's see. Let me pick a player. Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to say Al P. Go at Draymond first. First couple plays, first few possessions of the game. Go at him. Let Draymond do what he, going to try to elbow you in the stomach or in the back, in the ribs, whatever. Score on him. Then look at him. You can't stop me, old man. You don't want this. You can't stop me. That ain't gonna work. And then Dylan or a man chase Steph around, grab that thumb, foul on him in. Well, if Steph thumb is sore enough or whatever, mission accomplished. Hey. Hey. And Draymond, like I said, the older he's got, he always walked that line. But now more and more, he's just all he has left is the cheap shots. That's all he has. Cheap shots and the trash talk. That's all he got. That's all he has left. That's all he has left. And don't make him a facilitator. Why? I'm rather make him a scorer, not a facilitator. I don't want him getting Steph layups. Make Draymond put the ball on the floor. Can you score? Can you attack the basket to finish? No. You're going to do that. Because I'm not going to stand 15 feet off you and give you open lanes to pass to your teammates, cut to the hoop. No, not happening. Nope. They should attack. Like I said, Steph, they're going to send two guys at him. They're going to trap him. I'm looking forward to the matchup. Looking forward to it. We're going to talk about it again more later on this week. This is key right here. Alp has to just not let Draymond get under his skin. Draymond's going to try from the opening tip. He's going to try to get under Alp's skin. And Alp has to be better and understand it and accept it that Draymond can't stop him any other way. Agree with this too. Jalen got to play well. We're all picking the Rockets to win this series, but it's based on the Rockets' key players stepping up and playing well in this series. Because if the stars don't shine bright, then obviously the Rockets won't win this series. But that'll do it, everybody. A few minutes past 1 o'clock Central Time. I went longer than I thought I'd go because y'all came in with the conversation, the question, did a great job as usual on Let's Talk Houston Rockets. Appreciate you as always. Going to give you the customary round of applause. Subscribe to this channel. Spread the word about this show because there will be more shows. Rockets are in the playoffs, so there will be more of these Let's Talk Houston Rockets shows. Going to talk some playoff predictions for the Houston Roundball Review Takeover, airing Thursday at noon on this YouTube channel. So look for that. Thank you for staying up late, spending your late night with KG After Dark edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. Subscribe to the channel, click that bell so you can be notified when new shows are posted. Spread the word about this show. And in a few days, we're going to do it again. So as always, thank you very much, Bobby, Space Age, Solo, June, Amir, Lucky, Generational Hater, Terry, Thrillo. And if I missed anybody, my apologies, but thank you as always for taking time out of your night to share your thoughts, insight, opinions on this show. As always, Y'all know it. And if you don't know it, you're going to know it right now when I say it. Since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. Everyone, take care. Peace.
Game over.